Yes, people, them. Welcome back to Danny AFC TV. What's good in the hood? Boy, first things first, it's England tomorrow. So, England fans, number one, is it coming home? It's coming home, and all that sort of bollocks. Is it coming home? Or will Spain and just turned 17-year-old Jeremy Yamal be victorious? Nico Williams on the wing. Shouts out to all the real ones. Please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. What is good in the hood? Hold on. What's this doing here? Shouts out to Loco Dem Dog. Yeah, the sick Loco Dem Dog. Oh, he was sick anyway. He was definitely a bit sick last night. Like, I don't know what he was trying to pull on me. What kind of stunts he was pulling. But guys, yes, we are back. We're live in the building. Let's hope we can get some people with us. Some of the real ones. I'm going to send the stream out there. If not, we will jump on to TikTok for a little while, and then I'll breeze into the evening. WB is in the building tomorrow. North's finest. Yeah. Look. Right, let's get the stream out there real quick. Live now, people. Right, I'll get the stream out there real quick. Do be liking, do be subscribing. Yes, first things first, 8 p.m. live. Spain versus England tomorrow night, guys. What's your thoughts? Is it coming home? Like, let's not just wear hearts on sleeves and, do you know what I mean? Or even be a little bit bitchy about it if you're down the AFC TV and just say England are going to lose just because you don't really care. What's going to happen tomorrow? Can the fullbacks of England, probably what, Trippier? I don't think he'll go with Shaw. And Kyle Walker, how are they going to handle? Kyle Walker, do you know what? Even though he's about 50, I'm kind of confident with him going against Nico Williams. He's done it Champions League, Man City. He's done it with England before. He's a good fullback, innit? And he's one of them ones as well. He sort of plays with that passion, that heart, Kyle Walker. He doesn't want to get beaten. He doesn't want to look a fool. He's kind of kept Kylian Mbappe quiet in certain games before. So do you know what? Nico Williams, calm if you're an England fan on that perspective. On the other side, Jeremy Yamal, 17, doesn't give an F, 0 fucks given, no fear at all. That could provide England more of a problem. Central strikerly, Morata, if he makes it, I don't think he's the best striker in the world. Is he someone to make England absolutely shit their pants and fucking lose it? Linda, good evening. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, I'm live, boys. I'm live. Let's go. Shouts out to all the real ones. What is good, Linda? There's a load of football news, gossip, speculation. Aston Villa, man, boy, they're making good inroads into the market so far. So they've stolen 2 from Juventus. I think one was an ex-Man City academy product. Louise went out. They've replaced Louise with absolutely no problem. Closer, what's going on, girl? Fucking emotional. Fucking England tomorrow. I'm feeling emotional. What was I saying? They've replaced him with Onana. And now they're moving on to other targets. They've already brought in a fucking wonderful left back in Ian Maddison from Chelsea. Aston Villa, they look to be at this stage, I'd say, here to stay. They're in a top 4 contending team, no problem. Now, a lot of people say I'm saying this because I like Unai Emery, and I think Emery should never have been sacked from Arsenal, etc. But do you know what? Ian Maddison, left back. I hear he's after a right back now to replace the Polish brother, Matty Cash, even though I'm sure he's pretty much English. But yeah, Sharks closer tomorrow night after concert. So you're going concert while England are playing? Yeah, that's fucking patriotic. That's fucking passion there, innit? That's fucking passion right there. Going to see some shit stabbers in concert when fucking England are playing. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. Tavares, oh man, I've been saying this all summer as well. Liverpool, if they sell this kid called Doak or something, some Scottish geezer, will get like 50 million for him. He's never played for Liverpool. Man City will get 20 million for Delap from Ipswich. Arsenal will get a blowjob for Tavares. We'll get a blowjob for Lukonga. What is going on already? Tinchy Strider, he sounds a little bit like Nana. Nah, that kind of. Oh, I know. Oh. I bet he finishes with that in it. All some strobe lights. Black into E. If me and DJ Q would kick up fucking that Pinchy, would make him look so fucking rather fucking silly. We'll take his beat, we'll fucking jacket and bring it to Totty and fucking Hackney. Cause me and DJ are so fucking moving swiftly. Fucking get the DJ out, fucking mix it up, we'll go on swiftly. Cause DJ Q with Danny AM, the M we're gonna take up the guy, my fucking G. What's going on? What's Big Ange saying down the road? Middle of field kissing down. Fucking, I couldn't think of something nastier, to be honest with you, Chloe, but shouts out to you. A field, my trainer's getting dirty. Nah. Probably piss been thrown all over me. Nah. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. But shouts out to you, though. Shouts out to you. Do dress appropriately. Husband will be in London as well. Fucking emotional. Fucking emotional. Shouts out to DJ DQ. Right, let's get this stream out one more time because it's giving me the hump. Why is it so quiet inside here? What day is it today? Saturday. Fucking Saturday service. Why is it so quiet inside? Please get some likes on the video, people. WB what? WB said Mehmet and Suzanne are in the live. Mehmet and Suzanne are there. You here? To be honest with you, let me be straight. I've never made it, bros. Never ever. You know, I'm not a liar, innit? Never made it. But bro, I'm gonna come and give you a quick idea, bros. I've just made a new Insta. I'm gonna do not a Danny AFC TV, but I'm gonna do a online, like some deliveries, innit, bros? Because I'm shit hot, and then it's gonna move into a different business in the next few months, bros. So stay tuned for a couple of good old fashioned Turkish ideas. Shouts out to my real one, UE. Right, let's try and get a couple of more people in the stream. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. Where's that fucking Liakers? Where's your fucking Liakers? Where's your famous LTA? Where is the famous LTA? Right. White Converse. That's the way you're going to go dressed for Phil, pissing down with rain. Dun, 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 dun. You don't want to mess with the best and the sound clash. I'll leave you speechless with the right hand on the left. With the side, I'll say it with chest. Quad DJ DQ. Right, quickly, guys. On to football news. You tell me why. Never cook pie. It'd be a piece of piss for me, bros. It's like a bit of rice or risotto, and you know what I mean? You get a bit of chicken and some spices. It wouldn't be a problem, bros. Anyway, Tavares. Yes, it's a loan with allegedly an obligation. Now, I don't know. We'll see if it is an obligation. I'm fucking unsure. But anyway, Lokonga, loan, option. Now, I hear with this one, if he plays a certain amount of game, like 25 La Liga games, it clicks a obligation to sign him. I reckon they'll do what Napoli does when it was David Ospina. They'll play him for 24 La Liga games, and we won't get a £10 million for Lokonga. Where's your famous LTA? Where's your famous LTA? Guys, give me liking, give me subscribing to The Realist. This is the channel that you all want to be subscribed to. That Realist. The new away kit is out this very Thursday morning, guys. We know I want to get printed up on it. How much of a chance have I got that getting that printed the way I wanted to? Anyway, Arsenal bid. What? I'm brilliant. I can't even read my own writing. We're going to... Arsenal bid for Ferdi Kangolo. £25 million. Calafore. It's not too late to back out, Arsenal fans. What I'm hearing is, though, Arsenal are about to strike a deal. Boss blah, wagwan. Arsenal are about to strike a deal with Bologna around about the fee of £37 million cash with £8 million in hard-ons to be added over the next few years. Bang. Arsenal, £55 million bid. Could it be true? Nah, it's not true. Desiree Douy. I hear Bayern Munich have had a £35 million bid turned down for the young 18-year-old French winger. Could Arsenal make a move? There has been talk of that Merdine. Oh, my God. Real Sociedad midfielder. So one turns us down, Zubimendi, and we go for his brethren. Do you know what? Arteta, fuck off. Shouts out to Unai Emery. Onana settings. Tony, fuck off, Danny. Right, let me start with this. Sporting CP are willing to accept 65 million English pounds for Victor Gyökeres. Guys, watch this one. UE says Bruno Guimaraes. We'll get to this one in a minute. Right, and yes, 50,000 bid for Dan Bentley rejected. We know that was a day ago, but Arsenal have now gone in for Ajax 18-year-old English keeper Tommy Setford. He's an Ajax kid, English-born goalkeeper, 18 years old. Arsenal are trying to bring him to the Emirates Stadium. Ollie Watkins admits Arsenal are my team, and I would find it very hard to turn them down. This is, of course, the brother who did put England into the European finals. Danny Olmo wants a Premier League move. Arsenal and Chelsea are all over this. Joshua Zirkzee, yes, it's done. £40 million. Bologna to Man United. Now, they have paid Bologna a few extra £1 million to get favourable payments. They're going to pay the £40 million over the next 3 seasons. Sancho is back training at Man United. Johnny Evans signs a new 1-year contract at Man United. Leicester midfielder Wilfred Ndidi signs a new deal. Renato Vega, 7-year deal at Chelsea. He signs from Basel. Man City consider a bid for Eze from from Manchester City. PSG make a move for Joe Neves, the Benfica wonder kid. I've been watching him. I seriously like him. I thought he was a lot more attacking before this tournament. And then I watched him in the tournament. I'm not going to say he's a defensive midfielder, but this Joe Neves, he ain't a number 10. And that turns me on even more about him. I actually want this kid from Benfica. I thought he was a 10, you know that. I'm not going to lie. Danny AFC TV never exaggerates, never lies. This kid is more of a defensive midfielder, bros. In fact, he's more of a guy like Gilberto Silva. Sort of stays at the back, cleans up, and then spreads the ball around. Bros, this Joe Neves, there's a lot of teams missing a trick on him. I'm fucking telling you. But anyway, Renato Vega, fuck him. Newcastle are looking at wingers. Almiron is already out the building, and they could be still losing Anthony Gordon to Liverpool. And Barca have asked Nico Williams to wait before he makes any decision on his future. Desiree, deal to PSG not done. Bayern Munich have a £35 million bid rejected. Arsenal and Chelsea are waiting in the wings. Bruno Guimaraes to Man City. Now, from what I'm hearing, contrary to what my good, beautiful Turkish brother Yuri says, I'm hearing Man City have kind of got a march on this. They know what's going on. They're not going to overpay. They're not interested at £100 million. If they could do a deal at around the £65 million mark, I hear Man City are willing to do the deal, and even for straight cash. But anything else for Bruno Guimaraes, it appears Man City and Pep Guardiola are not interested. Now, the links to Arsenal, I don't know. We've been linked to Zirkzee. We go for Calafiori. We've been linked with fucking Sesko. We go for Paul Merson. I just don't know. Don't want to mess with that best. DJ DQ. People got messed when I wear that bulletproof vest. Shouts out to my brother Lee Akers. What's good, my brother? Mate, Onana's pissed me off a little bit. Like, fuck him. There's other central midfielders. What I think is, though, bros, I think we're kind of... Are we waiting for a bargain? Are we waiting for Victor Osimhen for them to say, do you know what? Fuck it. We can't get rid of him. Take him for £70 million cash, Arsenal. What are we waiting? What are we waiting for? Musiala is the most interesting one. 2 years left on his Bayern Munich contract. Bayern Munich won't get mugged off like Arsenal, contractual-wise. So could there be something to sniff around on Musiala? Guys, do be liking and do be subscribing. What is good in the hood? Leicester. Oh, yes. I've been hearing as well today, a Premier League club has had a bid for Kenan Yildiz turned down. I believe the club to be Leicester, but I have no idea. In fact, I have no idea why I'm starting on Leicester. I hear just Leicester. I'm trying to do shopping in Italy. I've done a bit of 1+1 on that. But I hear there was a Premier League inquiry for the wonderful Turkish striker Kenan Yildiz. At this moment, I'm going to guess it's Leicester City. I have no idea. What are we waiting for, Danny? Mate, I have no fucking idea. Honestly, Lee, without being pessimistic, I'll be just looking at my eyes. What's your thoughts on Onana? Do you think he was shit? Do you think blah, blah, blah? Do you think he's not good enough for Arsenal? Because I think he's a Premier League proven pitbull terrier. Not quite as good as Declan Rice. Definitely not as good as Saicedo. But if you're looking for an ankle biter in a midfielder at £50 million, I don't think at 22 years old you're going to get offered much better. If you're waiting for one of these little Brazilian softy midfielders who has played in the Premier League, like a lot softer, more like a Gilberto Silva spreads the ball around, a Bruno Guimaraes, I think it's a risk of Man City waiting in the wings. If you're waiting for Perry Groves, well, he retired a little while ago, same as Andy Linegan, same as Steve Bold. I don't know what the fuck we're waiting for, Lee. I don't go on much. See, again, it depends what you're looking for, Lee. Like, do you remember when I said, even though I want Bellingham at Arsenal, The midfielder we need right now is Declan Rice. Do you remember we discussed this? Me, you, the 50 million bid for Declan Rice. Come on, remember all the banter and the jokes around that? I said we'll have to pay what we need to Declan Rice for Declan Rice because he is what we need. A guy that can control the midfield. Listen, Granit was a brilliant midfielder, yeah? The one thing he couldn't do, Lee, honestly, which I don't know why, maybe different horses for courses, different levels, German Bundesliga, more comfortable in the Swiss national team, couldn't tell you. In a Premier League situation, whether it was against Chelsea, Millwall, West Ham, he couldn't control the midfield. And in the first 4 years of his fucking life at Arsenal, when he was getting tricky or getting caught out in the midfield, he'd go and kick someone and get sent off. I'm just saying, I'm not dragging back into Granit Xhaka. I'm saying, if you're 1-0 up, bros, and you had Granit Xhaka in your midfield, he didn't control the game. Would you have trusted Granit or Declan to control the game on the 80th minute when you're 1-0 up, no matter who the opponent is? I personally trust Declan, sorry. Declan, we had to sign, bros. It was a no-brainer. It was, I control the game. I'm English. I do the English tax, the English heritage, fucking English squad quota, 8 fucking English, or, the homegrown for the 25-man quota at the start of the season. I tick every fucking box. And my name is Deckers, and I've got checkers. But as I told you, you know what I mean? You weren't buying a Bellingham. You weren't buying a Musiala for over £100 million, unfortunately. But you was buying a whole different skill set altogether. I can control a game. I've got passion. I work my bollocks off. They don't call me Deckers for nothing. All of a sudden, oh, Acres, give us one more shout. Just like that. Something like that, guys. Do be liking, though. Do be subscribing. Lee, if you was a betting man, like I know you are, if you was going to run into Ladbrokes tomorrow, I was surprised, Lee. Google it if you don't believe me. I was looking at with some of the leading bookmakers, as they say, the leading bookies, the bookmakers. I was looking at them, Lee. Who's the favourites to come Arsenal? Bros, do you know when the bookmakers haven't a clue? That's when you know you're fucked, mate. Because certain people are getting linked with Liverpool, certain are getting linked with Man U, certain are getting linked with Man City. I'm not saying nothing's spot on. What I'm saying is, though, from fucking Paddy Power to PaulMersonSports.com, I'm sure there isn't one, mate, Ivan Toney was fucking 13-8 favourite on one of them. I can't remember if it was fucking Paul Merson power or fucking Perry Groves power. It was some cunting power. So, bros, when the bookmakers are fucking confused as that, bros, what I'm saying is, I don't really know, Lee. And as much digging as I'm doing, I keep coming into brick walls because I keep hearing Arsenal maintain an interest in Victor Walker. They maintain an interest in Lee Akers. They maintain an interest in Danny AFC TV. But then it never comes in, bros. Sorry, not a dig. And this is where your Chelsea fascination comes in. If it's a big player, bro, it's like an Isak or someone massive, then Chelsea come in and probably gazump us. Do you know what I mean? Or it could be a Man City. PSG, it depends if you want to go France or want some of their riches, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're after a Desiree Douy, you're going to have a fucking Bayern Munich going to have something to say. PSG are going to have something to say. If you're going for a Declan Rice, bro, you're fighting with fucking Man City or a fucking CFC, for example. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I'm a cocksucker. I just don't get it, mate. I fucking don't get it. I don't understand where we're going, what direction we're going. Are we honestly waiting for Conor Gallagher, bros, to be our number 6, number 8? Because if we are, bros, I swear to God, I'm going to go and kick the fuck out of someone at that stadium over there, fucking as soon as the season starts. Emirates Cup settings, bros. I will wild out. Couple of brothers here, 8 and 10. Both are in the Tottenham Academy. You can tell they're going to go far. How can you tell they're going to go far as they're Totty boys? No, I'm joking. Shouts out to you boys. Hopefully you do. Give me your surnames. I'll write them down. I'll go check it up in the old bookmakers. Do you know bookmakers will? If you go in and say, like, yeah, my 10-year-old son's going to play for England, don't think they won't take your dad's name, your mum's name. If they think there's a false read, just won't give you a price on it. They'll take the kid's name, his granddad's name. They'll see if there's any likeliness. They'll see if they want a strand of his hair. Like, let's see if this cunt's ever played for England before. Has he got anyone in his family, even from back to the 60s, that have ever played for England before? Well, I said we were going to fuck ourselves. Bro, shall I tell you another reality, Lee, which I'm afraid to say? I don't know if it's financial fair play. Yeah? Good luck to WB. We don't do trains up north. No, on a Sunday when England are playing. We don't do trains. We don't do trains. You want to go and book an aeroplane? Oh, fuck off and book a plane. Woo! The gunshot! That's what I'm going to dignify WB with. Couple of boys in it from the Tottenham Academy, though. Are they Tottenham fans? Are they genuine, just Tottenham fans, or are they in it to win it, or what's the score? Interesting. Two little totty boys up on the stream. Certainly does sound like a gunshot out there. Gotta be fireworks, no? Gunshot. Right, where are we? Let's go through a couple of pieces. Danny Olmo, guys, what do you think? Yes or no? 26 years old. RB Leipzig midfield man. More of a 10 for me. Very attacking. Could probably do your role on either wing, knowing Arteta. £37 million. Is it done for Calafiore? There's a delay here. It's like Willie. It's like everyone we do deal with. There's always a huge delay. Oh my God, there's a delay. I hear we could be about to do a deal, £37 million with £8 million in add-ons. Tavares loan. Lokonga loan. The race isn't over for Williams, I hear. Barcelona will struggle to come. All right, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like Barcelona are going to struggle to come up with cash for Williams. Bros, obviously Arsenal did want money for Tavares. We wanted money for Lokonga. We're trying to wait on Fulham. We want money for Emil Smith-Rowe. We want to see if any cunt in the world wants Nketiah. But listen, if Delap is going to go Ipswich before anyone wants Nketiah, bros, well, it's because Delap probably earns £5 a week at Man City's academy. Do you know what I mean? And then you got this cunt at Arsenal. You'd have to give £100 a week to. And a smile for Cancelo. Now you've already put this one up, bros. Now listen, this is a guy that, and I know this doesn't mean we wouldn't sign him. But remember, Pep bombed him out of Man City. Didn't want him out. He played in the number 7, bruvs. When Sterling left, so they were all songs, all dance. He started the season and then he went cold on him. Then he loaned him to Bayern Munich. Just for that, something happened behind the scenes. Just for that, I believe Arteta doesn't go for him because he's loyal to the Pep Guardiola thing. And plus, he'll be like, Pep will be like, oh, he done this to me. He refused to play. He wouldn't go on pre-season. And Arteta will do the judgmental thing. Well, boy, if he done it to Pep, who am I? The Gallem Sugar. How can I sign Cancelo if he dissed the Pep and bring him to North London Chip? It's not going to happen, bros. It's just not going to happen. Cancelo, he is still a brilliant footballer. I don't know. It's not the way forward, bros. He's not going to drop Ben White. We've still got Timber that can play right back. We've got Tommy Yasu that can play right back. Fuck knows, bros. How many left backs have we got? Calafiore is probably going to come in that can play left back. You got Zinni that can play left back. You got Kiwar still there that can play left back. Fuck about, bros. KT still there who can play left back. I'm not saying a fullback wouldn't be nice somewhere along the lines, WB, because I strength in depth, but is it the fucking priority? I've been saying this about Calafiore. Is he there to take Gabriel's place? Is he there to be a backup dancer and a bench warmer? Or is he there to slot in at left back? Because from what I've read about him and all of my research, he was shit in Italy. Went to Basel, was shite at left back. The Basel manager converted him, for 3/4 of the season to centre half. He was amazing. Then Bologna brought him back to Serie A for £4 million after he was converted to a centre back. And then he got called up to the Italian national team. He's a bit injury prone. He's played 2 seasons of his career. He's 22. Like he's just sort of popped up in Serie A. I don't trust the cunt. He sounds a bit like Jacob Kiwar, and we fucking done that a season or 2 ago. So now we're gonna fuck off the key of fucking war to bring in some other whore from Serie A. It fucking makes no fucking sense to me. Bollocks. One is an Arsenal fan. I can't remember their names, but they may be around 7 or 8. Well, fuck me, you're observant. Got shouts out to you. So guys, do be getting the likes on the video. A little bit quiet out here. Do be subscribing if we is new. I can't be fucked with TikTokers today because I know I'm just in too much of a cheeky mood. I'll tell someone to F off. I'll get banned for life on there. So I think I'll allow the old TikTok bit. Where is the real ones? What is your real thoughts? Come, seriously. WB, like, lovely having a shout at Cancelo, but that's just as bad as the Barcelona Eddie Nketiah thing. Like, it's just not going to happen, bros. Barcelona are not fools, and sometimes people have just got to write things in gossip columns. Spanish omelette for breakfast tomorrow. Oh, that's a paella! Hey, oh my God. Where was my thinking? I must be still asleep, you Eve. Oh, of course I can whack up a paella, bros. Hey. Oh, si. Si, signore. Yeah, man. Paella surprise tomorrow. Spanish omelette for me and the dog. Yes, bros. Eddie, 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 Eddie. Fuck me, not even Tottenham would give us £20 million for that geezer. I fucking love you, Yui. Shouts out to my real ones. Yui, which is the direction Arsenal are going? Are we just going to buy a bunch of fullbacks? Is Ivan Francesco going to come out? Remember the one that we wanted a little while ago? Is it going to be fucking what WB says? Cancelo next? Who's fucked up at Man City? I don't know. Oh, God. How about Alvarez, boys? Alvarez, I hear, could be getting unsettled at Man City. Like, he knows he's never going to be number one. Not with the long-haired beast Haaland being there. I've gone a bit cold on Alvarez, as much as I like him. He's a hard-working striker. My friend said the other day, my Latvian brethren, Ritis, he said he reminds me of Diego Forlan. I was like, interesting. Very interesting. Forlan worked his bollocks off without getting the correct amount of goals also. Should I spark a fizzy drink? Yeah, my mouth's all getting dry. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. What is your thoughts? DJ, fuck it. We know you're a Spurs fan. What's Ange doing this window, bros? Andy Gray, what's your thoughts on him? He's definitely a tidy little fucking midfielder. Just turned 18 as well. English Bulldog. He ticks that sort of box for the home quota fucking you know what I mean. Guys, is it bacon and eggs in the morning or is it Spanish omelette? It's coming home. It's going Spain. It's coming. Football could be going to Spain, or is it coming home? Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. One thing you can guarantee, you kind of know the lineup. Kyle Walker against Nico Williams. Kyle Walker's very experienced. From an England fan, I'm not going to have a panic attack about that. He's man-marked people like Kylian Mbappe before, let's be real. Yamal. God, I just see Yamal's dad. Is he Moroccan or something, UE? Where's Yamal actually from? I just see his dad talking. His dad looked about 25, bro. So I know this kid's only just turned 17, but his dad looked about a score 5. Do you know what I mean? Fuck me. There's something going on there, bro. Fucking, they're all young. Yamal's probably got a 5-year-old kid out there and he's just turned 17. Who's going to play for Spain when his dad's about 24. But guys, is it coming home? DJ DQ, is it coming home? Do you give a fuck? Please let me know. Do you get the likes on the video? Do be subscribing if you is new. But 2 Lee Acres. I believe again we're trying to see what we're getting rid of, bros. Like if we got rid of KT Tavares, which is nearly done, even just on loan, and Zimmy, I believe maybe Ferdy Kangaloo does come in, even though we are trying to acquire the services of California. If we got, say, Eddie and Ketia out the team, my mind's drawn a blank. We know we've been trying to get rid of Lukonga, a Ramsdale, a Pablo Vieira, for instance, Emil Smith-Rowe, a Thomas Partey. We know we've got the money coming for Mika Kabira, £4 million. With all of that in mind, that's when I believe Arsenal probably enter the market, Lee Akers. Is that a good enough strategy? Like, even though I wasn't totally delighted with people like Keir Havertz last summer, what I was delighted with was the fast movement. Hold on a minute. Where's that dog? Dog? That cunt's been unwell. Dog? What? Fuck me, I thought, is he in the house? I leave him downstairs on the grass. Coco. You're a big dog. What's going on? What's going on, son? I was just maybe, just don't be fucking about in his house. You see your eye. You've been unwell, innit, you big cunt? Your face don't even look well, bruvs. You look a bit ill, bruvs. Fucking hell, shouts out to Kyoko. To that dog. Come on up here, bruvs. Come, you don't look too well, bruvs. What's going on? Up here. Oh, come on. Get out my face for a minute. I like that. 15 million and a smile for Cancelo. But that's doing business with Man City. Man City would more than take that, bros. Man City would love that deal because Barcelona are trying to offer them 0. So Man City would take that, Arsenal or not. Don't get it twisted. Loco, get down. Do we get the likes on the video? Fuck off. I'm not interested in it now, Linda. Fucking geezer 7, 8. You know, who gives a fuck, bros? There's 2 Tottenham Academy kids. Wonderful. I don't know, bros, but there could be an interesting one. It depends, obviously. I know it doesn't take the greatest YouTuber to say this, but it depends who's still going to be available. Like, that £120 million Napoli, Victor Osimhen, it's not going to happen. Like, they want Lukaku, bros, and Chelsea ain't fucking letting go for less than 35 million. I think 25 million will do the trick for Napoli. But they can't do the deal unless some cunt gives them money for Victor Osimhen. I do believe there'll be some players that are late, whether it is Musiala. I don't, at this moment, it doesn't look like my balls. It doesn't look like he's signing a new deal. Sorry, I'm not trying to be prerogative, people. Sorry, I mean, I got myself trapped in a tangle. Interesting question. See, bros, it's again the guys that will be available at that time of day, and I reckon, like, again, when it's the top shelf people, they're not going to be around. You're going to get some people, big names that didn't go nowhere because some teams didn't have the bollocks. Like someone might try a cheeky bid for Alexander Isaac. He's still at Newcastle. Come the end of the window. Bruno Gomes from Newcastle. Anthony Gordon also from Newcastle. Sorry, Newcastle fans, to fuck around with your team. With Arsenal, the players that we couldn't get money for, Ramsdale, Thomas Partey, I don't know, bros. Players like that, though, will be the players that teams will try and manipulate Arsenal and say, fuck it, we'll do a loan with you. We'll do a loan with you. But back to it, Victor Osimhen could be a guy at this moment I reckon could still be around come transfer window week at least. And I think Napoli, if they haven't got themselves a striker and they know he doesn't want to be there, they know they want him out for whichever reason, financial probably, they'll start to stutter, and that 130 goes down to 115, which probably it already is. That 115 goes down to 100 million. Suddenly, WB, you're not in that three-figure fucking, sorry, like 100. You're down to that fucking under 100 million bracket. Like they're gonna go 90 now. Now I reckon if you come to Premier League clubs and you say, listen, straight cash money, but the thing is, there's no add-ons, there's no hard-ons. But if you go to Napoli right now, 75 mil. Would you personally, WB, find that a much more attractive deal? 26 years old, proven in France, proven in Italy. Last year was very dodgy. He has done it international level, like African nations, etc. For he is from the Ivory Coast, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he's from the Ivory Coast. Again, I've heard something very similar from the Portuguese camp over Sporting CP wise. We know Victor Gyökeres, the former Coventry striker, has got a £85 million release clause wangling around his head. Now, again, I'm not saying that will go right to the way. That one's another one that could go right to almost deadline week, I reckon. Now, if you tell Sporting CP around Sporting, sorry, I'm looking at what you're saying, around transfer deadline week, we'll give you £70 million for Victor Gyökeres, £15 million underneath the buyback clause. I reckon Sporting CP have probably got no option but to accept, bros. Do you know what I mean? The problem is they paid £20 million and Coventry have also got fucking add-ons, hard-ons. So this is the problem with teams that fucking have got all these incentives and blah, blah, blah. Well, possibly, yes. That's what I'm saying. So that's the kind of situation I think you'll find yourself. I reckon Arsenal, like, remember Fabrizio, the little cocksucker, he's kind of put it out there a couple of weeks ago. He reckoned, or he sort of put a tweet out saying it wouldn't surprise me if Victor Osimhen ends up in the Premier League at either Arsenal or Man United. But he said that's just a guess. It weren't no inside information. But when a guy like that is putting that out there, I would suggest he's probably received some information similar to like what I'm saying now. Like, boy, if we can't get rid of him by a certain deadline, by, July the fucking 25th, if this cocksucker is not off our books by July the 25th, and we've got to pay our monthly wages again, fuck. Let's start thinking, so come next month, at the end of next month, they're not paying his fucking monthly wages again. Which, of course, being Victor Osimhen is not going to be massively small. Back in 5. Backdrop. Yeah. Love them one. Shouts out to you, DJ DQ. Be safe on them Totty streets. They're very unforgiving. The North London streets out here. Shouts out to you. Again, they won't let him bench warm, and someone will come in for him, bros. Like somebody, like Napoli will convince some fuckers, Chelsea, Man United, PSG. I'm surprised PSG have gone cold on him. I thought PSG would have been all over Victor Osimhen. We know clubs in Saudi are interested, but he's already closed it down. He says he wants to play for a Champions League club in Europe. He's not specified anywhere. That's the statement from his camp. Oh, shit. I might have been taking a trip down to Kent soon. I'll explain that to you tomorrow, WB. I'd rather loan him and see how much he bangs. Bruvs, again, it's going to be unrealistic. Napoli, go to Napoli and tell him that. He's running out of contract. They want him off the... That's what I'm saying. Only Arsenal get mugged off on deals like that. Honestly, Napoli are not. Bruvs, did you hear when Napoli tried to fucking negotiate with PSG for Fabian Ruiz, bro? Seriously, it's like they called the boys around. They were threatening fucking Fabian. Listen, bros, you fucking listen. You're not going PSG, bros. No, bros, you can't really fucking negotiate with these Naples cunts, and it's always on their terms. Trust me. Bun living in Turkey. No, again, I get it, and again, it could they could then make him sign a contract for another season. Ah la la. Again, bros, I doubt it will happen. I'm just saying, I doubt. I'm not closing it. I'm just saying, just realistically, bros. No one only Arsenal do dumb things like that, bros. Let a guy that's worth money go on loan. Not very realistic. Not very probable. Do get the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if one happens to be new. But again, guys, we are just tactically kind of waiting for some money to roll in. Hopefully for Emil Smith-Rowe, maybe for Aaron of Ramsdale. Is the Nketiah worth any money? Like, nothing's going on yet. Everyone suggests he's leaving the club, but fucking to who? To where? I reckon Eddie's and everyone. Loan with an obligation if he plays this many games, and then the club will just fuck him off. Don't fucking think so. He's a frustrating cunt, this Osimhen, bros. You see him in the wind. And I know there's a lot of strikers. They're temperamental. They're like chefs, you know what I mean? Everything's got to be right for them. There's something I don't trust about the cunt. Even with a brilliant record, 1-2 all his life, there's something I don't trust about Osimhen. Then again, offer me Havertz or Jesus or Nketiah next season, bollocks. I take Osimhen. DJ. But yeah, there were strikers out there I'd have picked over Osimhen, especially at Osimhen money. But I do believe if Osimhen is available towards the last 5 to 7 days of the transfer window, Napoli start fucking losing their arsehole. They start offering him out. They don't want this 100 million no more. I believe it does go nearer to the 80-85 million mark. The same with the Spanish, the over in Portugal for Victor Gokres, the Swedish dude. Sorry, they're not going to get 85 million for Victor Gokres. Let's fuck it. A year ago, he was playing for Coventry City. Let's have it right. The reason why they're holding on for so much, I believe Coventry have got add-ons in the deal, and they're going to have to give them some of the money. So, bang. That's why that doesn't fuck up. The Calafiore thing still freaks me out. Is it a left back, a centre back we need? Is he secretly trying to fuck around with Gabriel like the first 3 games of last season where he didn't play him? We know we had been talking with Mark Gea last year, the Crystal Palace centre half. There is rumours circulating that we're going to start talking to his representative soon because allegedly he's well, we know it's not allegedly. He has got 2 years left on his deal, but allegedly he's turned down a new deal with Palace. Palace being smarter businessmen than Arsenal, if he turns down a deal with 2 years left on his contract, they're not going to want a Wilfred Zaha situation. Talking of Wilfred Zaha, he could be coming back to the Premier League. Season 2 for Wilfred at Arsenal, the wing, boys and girls. Do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. Tavares, Lazio loan, just about done. Can't believe the way we've been fucking knocked again. Another loan. Lokonga, knocked. Another loan. Arsenal, could we go in for Olmo or will we leave it to Man City? Calafiore, £37 million up front, £8 million in add-ons. I hear the deal could be done in the coming days. Ollie Watkins says it would always be hard to turn down Arsenal Football Club. They was the team that he supported when he was growing up. Tommy Setford, anyone heard of him? Ajax goalkeeper, 18 years old, English. He is in the Ajax Academy. Arsenal literally about to make a bid after having a £50,000 bid for Wolverhampton number 2 or number 3, Dan Bentley, turned down. Our former academy product, Dan Bentley. Fuck me, it's bad when you're bidding 50 grand for goalkeepers, isn't it? If we played Gabriel for the first game, it's interesting. We are something similar, bros. Yes, because we did look. Because when whoever asked that question, the genius that did ask that question, I said, did we go and fuck up in our first 3 games? And wasn't Man City one of our first 3 games? Could you go and check the last 3 games, the first 3 games of last season, bros? Like, again, if we started in them first 3 games and Gabriel was on the bench, bros, then who knows? And fucking brilliant question. And man of the match award to you. Shouts out to the Northern lads. See you in London tomorrow. See you in London tomorrow. Right, guys, just about 40 minutes down. Joshua Zirkzee, formerly linked to Arsenal, £40 million deal done to Man United. They've paid a few £1 million more to get favourable buyback payments, payback They're paying the cunts over the next 3 seasons. Xerxes done. Sancho's back training the Man United. Johnny Evans 1-year deal. Wilfred Ndidi signs a 1-year contract. Man City consider Eze from Palace. PSG are making a move for Joe Neves. Joe Neves, guys. As I said earlier on in the stream, I always thought the Benfica wonder kid was more of a 10, more a bit extravagant. A little bit more research. Watching him at the Euros, and I know he didn't have that much time at the Euros. This kid's a lot more intelligent. He is a 6 or an 8. I'm not going to call him a straight fucking defensive midfielder, a Declan Rice, a Caicedo, and an Onana. But I tell you what, he's not an attacking mid. He's not a 10, Joe Neves. And that's what I was more led to believe this kid was. Or Tony's another one. If he goes around, shouts out to you, DJ DQ. If he is struggling towards the end of the window, the last week or 2 of the window, Ivan Toney, I think Brentford, they're going to start letting him go at 35 mil. Now, 35 mil, Ivan Toney, even though I don't love the geezer, becomes a fucking bargain. Right, let me see what you're just saying though. Ivan Toney or Watkins or anyone apart from Eddie, you in the league. Yeah, trust me, Archie Gray will be a bad man. I reckon so as well. Archie Gray, I did see him quite a bit for Leeds last season. I watch a lot of football in it, and win, lose or draw, especially in that run towards the end of the season, you know what I mean? Fuck me, he was really good, bros. He's got an eye for a pass as well. The Championship is a high energy fucking league. It's hard work. Do you know what I mean? 42 games of fucking fury, back to fucking back, and this kid handled it well. I don't believe he starts immediately for Totti. Like, you got people like Sarr, but I tell you what, I know Andrew will not be afraid to use him, and I think it is a good start. It's not great, but it's a really good start. Like, for me, seriously, it's a better signing than like a fucking Colour fucking Foray. But a Tony or a Watkins, yes, Watkins. It's going to be difficult to get that little fucker out of Villa because John Duran looks like he's leaving. Emery can't guarantee him the start that he wants. This kid believes he is the dog's bollocks. You know, West Ham have been sort of sniffing around him. Chelsea sniffed around him at the start of the window. He's not Arsenal level and he's not a bench warmer. And as WB would fucking beautifully say, we're not after fucking, we're after fucking top shelf, not fucking middle shelf. Yeah, exactly. But bros, so again, it'll be a risk to put Sarr and Gray alongside each other. Like, do you know what I mean? I think Højbjerg's going to leave, and I think he's a hard-working little bastard as well. Like, I don't think he's a fucking title winner, a Ballon d'Or boy. Do you know what I mean? And I don't ever suggest you or any Tottenham fan have ever said that. But anyone that ever thinks he's just an arsehole, no wonder Jose Mourinho bid for him at Rome, and no wonder Jose will bid for him at fucking Fenerbahce, because that kind of guy works hard in the midfield. Oh yeah, who, Højbjerg? Most definitely. So that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, ideally for Totti now, is I'd say someone young alongside Sarr with Gray coming through. Forest, Palace, Fulham, Man United was our first 4 games last year. Fuck. So I take it, did we win all of them, yeah? Well, there you go. We've kind of answered our own question. Maybe it didn't matter. Maybe, ow. Fucking hurt my eye. Almost blasted eye out. Sorry, is that back to Højbjerg? Sorry, because I talk about so many players very quickly. You just let that geezer, Parrot, go. He had a mad run at the end of the season in fucking Holland, didn't it? Like, it's good for financial fair play. A homegrown product has gone for money, but could you have got a few million more quid for him? This is what I ask myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, again, look at Man City, the lap, 20 million quid. This is a geezer smashing it already in the Eredivisie in Holland. How come you've only got 6.7? I get fucking furious. Like, fuck it, because it's Tottenham. But we see in my club, Arsenal start pulling off this shit, bros. Loan anyone in that. Nothing for Ainsley Maitland-Miles, which you can get cunts for these money. Raul Waters, the kid that's just left us and gone Brighton. Mario Dubry, Kozia Dubry. That one there is going to give me the fucking hump, bros. Because he's a decent winger. But he's done a job at Spurs. I wish Højbjerg all the best. Definitely. What about the winger that you released on a freeze? This one surprised me. Oh, fuck me. Where did he come from? Fulham. Oh, dodgy bastard of a name. Looked like he was going to be the Gareth Bale type. Left back, but fucking attacked a lot. Oh, yeah. Maybe just sometimes things go wrong. But then again, when Conte signed him, remember, it wasn't Conte. He was like, this is a club signing. Not Jed Spence, but I like, oh, it was Jed Spence that he called a club signing. Well done. No, there was another fullback on the other side, left. Black kid as well, bruvs. Let's just say it the way it is. Fucking black kid on the left-hand side. You've just let him go on a fucking free, bruvs. I think he's about 24 now. Yeah, that chat can breathe, bro. Apparently, Parrot was going to be the next Kane. Yawn. Buzz, but again, if you don't give a motherfucker a chance, how do you know? Mika Beref, bros, I'm not saying he was going to do nothing mad, but when we nicked him from fucking Fulham, bros, he was meant to be the dog's bollocks. Then he went to Motherwell last season. He scored about 11 there between the start of the season and January. Strumgratz then took him from January to the end of the season. He scored a couple in the Europa League for them even. And now we've got 4 million. I just think we've been a little bit knocked. But Mika Beref turned 21, hadn't made his Premier League debut for Arsenal, and I was in the last year of his fucking deal. What's actually happened to him now? Because that ain't the one I'm talking about, though. But Spence is another one. Is that the one I think Conte did say? Is he globe signing? He's a globe signing. There you go, then. 2-2 against Fulham. We ball jobbed it. There you go, WB. 2 more points, possibly win the league. But in reality, I believe even if we were 7 points ahead of Man City are the type of team that no, we've got a slip up in us. And I do hate saying this, and Akers hates it when I say it. But like not last season, the season before, when they tracked us down like dogs when we were once 10, 11 points ahead going into the January window. Then it got cut to 9, then 7, then 6, then 3. Yeah. Man City have just got that extra gear in them, innit? But the more they keep selling their little academy products like Carlton Palmer. I've got it right this time, innit? Do you know what I mean? And then losing 1 or 2, like there's a lot of talk about Edison fucking off from Man City. Like, I know they will find the goalkeeper and they've got the finances to do so, but that would be a surprise if Edison just jumped ship and left. Like there's the loyalty level sometimes in football. Whether you play for Man City, who wins Champions Leagues or whatever, it's a fuck off bollocks, you're a cunt. Because if he gets the right offer from Saudi, is it Al Hilal, Al Ittihad, not really sure who, but I hear Edison is more than up for it. Now, it blew up about a week ago. It's quieting down, but the Copa America is done. Oh, fuck me. It's the Copa America tonight, the 3rd, 4th place. Piss off, Stephen. I'll knock you out. I know who I mix him up with, funny enough, but I'm just not getting into it. I'm fucking not getting into it. Betting app. Is the Copa America 3rd, 4th place tonight? Hold on. Fuck about. Oh, and we've got money in the account. Football. 1 second, guys. Do me like and do me subscribing if we're new. Copa America. Canada, Europe. I've got to watch that dog, you know. Canada, Uruguay. 1 a.m. 14th, 1 a.m. That technically is after midnight. So that is 1 a.m. Should I do a 1 a.m. stream, guys? Canada versus Uruguay. And then 1 a.m. tomorrow night after England, win, lose or draw, it's Argentina, Colombia. I do think I have to cover the last one. I'm going to cover the England game tomorrow. I have to cover Argentina, Colombia. And I might tonight. Let me check on this dog. So I just see if he's done anything next door. Bro, the dog's been ill, mate. I'll knock him out. It's been terrorizing me. In fact, you know what? I've got to look at the situation. He just walked around, I took his water up and everything. Taking water up and everything. Bro, move. When I say fucking move. Right, good boy, bro. I know you're ill, man. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I know you're sick, loco. Loco, then dog. I know you're ill. I know you're ill. I know. Go on. F off for a minute. I'll be jumping off in a minute. Yeah? I'll take you for another walk. Yeah? Go on. F off. But yes, guys, it is almost time to go. Shout out to WB. I'll see you tomorrow. I think you already won the match. Can't remember that comment again. But groundbreakers. It can't be that far up, actually. Let me go find it. What did WB say? That was an absolute groundbreaker. The Gabriel one was good. Not backups. It weren't that. Can't remember what you said. Bollocks to you. Right, who's with me, guys? Don't be shy. This is the Daniel AFC TV Final Four. We've got like 5 minutes to go. Ange wants his players. Hold on. Wants his team. What? Ange wants his players, his team. The last signings all have been other man. Yes! Picks now. Hold on. Picks. Now them players are fucked. That I did mean Sessegnon. Yes. And hold on a minute. Even the goalkeeper, down to the goalkeeper. I reckon Maddison was his signing last year. But who was another one? There was another signing you had done. The fullback, Podgy, Porro. Like, that's another thing I've said, and I'm not no Tottenham fan, but yeah, I've always said Ange didn't really get a fair crack at the whip. He came in last year, came fucked off. Certain deals were done because of the Conti and the other Italian guy that got done for some fucking fraudery fuckery in Italy at Juve, I do believe. Nothing to do with Totti. But yeah, and now we need to see his players. Obviously, Maddison. You can see the players he liked, young, English and homegrown. But Maddison, he's got Archie Gray. And as you can see with Basuma and people like that, bros, he will reignite certain people's careers. You know what I mean? He's a good coach, Ange. Do you know what I mean? His very blasé way of thinking is like there isn't a very. He's going to have to adjust his overall tactics, isn't it? It's kind of gun for passing, fast moving, very attacking. In the Premier League, bruvs, you need 4 Salibas at the back to be able to perform that beautifully. Do I admire the way he plays football? Yes. Did I love it watching Celtic when he was there? Fuck yes. Seriously. It's entertaining shit, mate. But if he was at Arsenal, he'd be driving me crazy. Because we've got 1 Saliba, not 4. But it is almost time to go, guys. What is your final thought? Shouts out to you, Loco. That's it. Chill out, relax. Shouts out to you, WB. Get on the phone. Let me just sort out Loco on a few bits and then do give me a ding. But Ange wants his players in his team. The last signings have all been, yeah, it has other players. So that's what I mean. This is why it's now vital for him to have half a decent window. Daniel Levy to not be a total cunt and to give him a bit of money. Because remember, last year he didn't really spend that much. The Kane money come in. I know the Parrot money ain't fucking groundbreaking this year. And if you're going to sell anyone else for significant amounts of money, Sessegnon's gone for a free. Shouts out to you. That was the guy that I was talking about. Or at least a plan B, innit? Because it's football, the brand is beautiful, bro. But at least a plan B. Like, you know, like if you're 1-0 up and you're playing a big team, Man City and Man United and Arsenal, etc. Yes, that's when he needs to like have a Bentancur or 2 to bring on and settle that shit down in the midfield. Because for a little while, he was looking like a man going mad last year when it started not going right. But remember, bros, I'm not a dickhead. I can tell you the game, it really went wrong for him. Tottenham 1, Chelsea 0. Yeah? Suddenly, was it you get a cunt sent off? Did you get a cunt sent off? And then you got 2 injuries in the game. Maddison gets injured and the centre half, the Dutch geezer, is it? Van der Leyen. Yeah? Van der Leyen gets injured. Mate, I'm not going to say you're going to win the league title, but you was nearer 1st than fucking 5th or 6th when that happened. In fact, you may have been 1st or 2nd at the time of that fixture, if you can remember. You ended up losing the game, I do believe, 2-1. You were 1-0 up, bros. And did you get a sending off, or was it no sending off? Just 2 players injured, Maddison and the centre back, bro. Again, Man City could have that kind of fuckery happen to them. Not that it does, really and truly, and they can get through it. Massive squads. Take Saliba and Declan Rice away from Arsenal, bros. We're not finishing 2nd last season. I fucking get it. Not that you're questioning me on anything, but I'm just saying I fucking get it. And yeah, bit of better luck from last season, and it might not have went mad. So getting back to the point what I was saying, where he started looking like a bit of a madman, he was going into press conferences like, you know, and man were getting onto him a little bit, and he was like, he was always out there sort of having to defend himself, trying to defend his players when some of his players were cunts. Both, I'm not a Totti fan, but you had a month or 2 where even the good football started drying up. You went shit for a month or 2, and then you dragged yourselves back. You know what I mean? But shouts out to Ange for doing that, because remember, Daniel Levy is a guy that would have just sacked his ass already. And there you go, bro. See what I mean? I do know my stuff, bro. Shouts out to you, DJ DQ. I'm just wrapping up a quick zoot, my brother, as you can probably figure out. I know you're a man in the world. But yeah, now he's had that season, bros. But what's more vital than that season is man's own signings. Not like when Emery was there and he was getting his signings done for him. Pepe. I want Zaha. I got Pepe. I want Maguire. I got that great geezer. I want this geezer. I get that geezer. Like, yeah, he doesn't need that done. He doesn't need, as Conte would call them, Glob signings. He needs Conte signings, not Glob signings. And then judge him. Because remember, football's a fickle game. And it's a fucked up industry and a fucked up dog-eat-dog world. And if Tottenham don't fire this year, I reckon he loses his job by the end of next season. But he needs a few tools. And I reckon he needs a minimum 2 But what would be nice for him is 3-4 signings this window. His signings. No, man. Laugh out loud. 2 sent off. Oh, was it? But wasn't it a couple of injuries? We was top. You lot were the Dons last season. And that's me saying that. We was, bros. We was. But I always knew, bros. Because from the season before we finished second, we didn't have strikers that scored goals. It was Jesus and Nketiah. We never improved that. We brought in Havertz, bros. And thank you, Havertz, for the goals you did score. But you're not a world-class goal scorer. You're not a goal getter, mate. And I always knew there may be trouble ahead. Ba-dum-bum. I basically could see that one coming around the corner, DJ DQ. So, yeah. And I also did panic the whole season. I thought one Saliba, one... And I know you can't really legislate for that. But I was thinking one injury in the wrong place here. Right now, Saliba... Do you know what I mean? A Declan Rice, this could all go wrong. You can go for not top 4. But look at the way. Listen. I'm going to talk realistically now. Arsenal, Man City would like to think they're top 4. Man United, I reckon are going to have a decent season. I'm not saying title winning season, but Ten Hag, we know the deal, innit? And I reckon they might get a couple of sensible signings. Aston Villa are more than up and running. They've got a couple from Juventus. They've got Ian Maddison, £37.5 million from Chelsea. That's a fullback that Emery loves, someone that bombs down that wing. They've got Onana today. Bro, even though they've got to cope with Champions League games as well, and it fucked them last year, but then again, that's because Emery Martinez was injured in that semi-final where they got fucked up by Olympiacos. But Havertz is a camel, bro. So yeah, I just don't get it. I try and be nice sometimes when I say it, because at the end of the day, he was our top scorer last year. And it's like, are you mugging off your top scorer? But deep down, I know our top scorer wasn't good enough to win us the league. That's where I'm going with that comment. But yeah, where was I going? But yeah, Aston Villa are going to be a fucking team, bros. They're not here now just for show, innit? And Nana replaces that little wanker fucking Douglas Luiz. No drama. They got 2 from Juve as part of the deal. Ian Maddison. Allegedly, they want a right back to fuck off Matty Cash next. They want a number 10. Coutinho's gone. If he does that bit right, that number 10 bit, to supply the goals for Ollie Watkins, fuck me. The Villa are a decent team next year, but they will have Champions League games to contend with. And we know that can fuck the life out of teams, you know what I mean? Then Wednesdays and then back to Saturdays, 12 p.m. kickoffs, all that bollocks. So yeah, Villa are pushing in the right direction. 1 or 2 more good signings from Emery, bros, and I'm fucking shitting you not. Tottenham are going to have a hard time getting past Villa, let alone every other motherfucker in the league. Emery's a good manager. Fuck knows why we did what we did to him. I'll never get it. Let's just not open. It's too late at night now to open that kind of fucking worms. Bros, Havertz is a 10 for me, yeah? We're not going to drop Odegaard, so then you play him as a striker. He's not exactly a striker for me. Roy Keane in the Euros did say, he goes, he's a jack of a few trades, but a gangster of none. Well, we need a couple of gangsters in their positions, bros. You know what I mean? That's what wins you leagues. Haaland is a gangster up front. Bang. They win the league. De Bruyne is a lethal fucking engager on the right that supplies fucking godly amounts of goals. Bang. Even if with him injured most of last season, fucking didn't phase them. They cracked on. Bollocks. I should hate Kane now, but I don't. I know his truck came for tomorrow's fucking dust. Yeah, well, it ain't gonna happen, bros. You know what I mean? He ain't had the most productive tournament. He hasn't actually looked like his old self. But England have been shit. So what can you do? I'm a realist out here, bros. I reckon you have to blame the rest of that squad. I don't think it all comes down to Harry Kane. At the end of the day, he's respected massively in that squad. Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't put it against him if England was ever to pull anything. A rabbit, a dog, a cat out of a hat tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if it's fucking Harry Kane doing that. Do you know what I mean? I was surprised he got took off the other night before penalties, etc. Is that showing he ain't as important? No. They need a bit of energy, innit? And Watkins definitely does provide that energy. He'll run down both wings. He'll go that extra yard or mile. Not saying that Kane won't. But yeah, on that note, DJ DQ, you are a superstar and a hero. I'm going to have to crack on, go walk the dog and all of that, go feed myself, sort myself out. Guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing. Do be sharing. Don't be shy. Exactly, with Danny Olmo. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, no, for me personally, I'm just saying he doesn't look like the old king, but I'm more blaming England as a whole. I don't think England have been looking like a very progressive attacking team. And unless they fucking sort that right out by tomorrow, I reckon Spain do walk away with this pretty fucking easily. Like, they improved against Holland, bros. Holland are the same team that got dusted off by Austria, do you know what I mean? The team that Turkey found it light work to beat. So, I don't know. Things happen, innit? Everything happens for a reason, eh? Good luck to England tomorrow, though. I will be live for that, guys. England versus Spain tomorrow night, 8 p.m. live. I could be back in a couple of hours. So, DJ DQ, if you're up lingering, I could be back in 2 hours' time, just under 2 hours' time, for Uruguay versus Canada in the third, fourth place of the Copa America. And Harry gets the service. Then, bros, exactly, bros. I'm not denying that. And again, he hasn't had the service. Like, even not playing Trent at right back, I think that shoots down Harry Kane a little bit. And then even all right, Saka he's used to, but even with the whole Foden and Jude Bellingham, it's a little bit new. They haven't worked together that much. Foden and Bellingham are kind of new into the England team. A little while ago, that would have been a Grealish. That would have been a Sterling a little while before that. Do you get what I mean? Talking of Grealish, have you heard? Bang! And I'm going to give you a tip right now. I reckon the guy that fills the number 10 role, oh my God, DJ DQ, Tottenham are in trouble, mate. Because Villa are a good team. Jack Grealish, I reckon, goes back to Villa this summer. Fucking forgot to say this at the start of the stream and I was a little bit more busy. Jack Grealish, it's time to go for Man City. And even though they want 60 mil, Emery could be preparing one of them bids in the last week of the transfer window, a £45 million bid. Jack Grealish to Aston Villa. This one, guys, I can see happening. And I reckon Unai Emery will get the best out of Jack Grealish. He's not old. He's still pretty much in the peak powers of his career, Jack. He just needs to be that number one. A hand thrown around him, an arm thrown around him. Mwah, you're the best. I'll get you back in the England team. You will go to the World Cup. Emery will tell him that. And Emery will probably fucking achieve it as well. Obviously, it'll be a lot of hard work from Jack Grealish himself. I get it. But I reckon if Jack Grealish gets himself out of Man City, I reckon he's another one. Jadon Sancho, if he eventually does stay at Man United this summer, that's another one that can go back into the England squad. We know he's got the talent. Like, I don't know if it was just fucking the Premier League or what fucked him. An argument behind the scenes, really and truly, with this motherfucker Ten Hag. Why? Tell me one good reason, brother. Tell me one good reason. I tell you what, I reckon he goes from Villa. I reckon he goes from Man City this summer. £100 million, bollocks. He don't like him, Pep. I reckon he goes, bros. Ooh, now that's a fucking statement and a half. So what, do you reckon he's a bit... Why is my balls not in place? Sorry, I was meant to go about 5 minutes ago. I love you, DJ DK, for just keeping that conversation flowing beautifully. What makes you say that, DJ? Have you heard anything? Is it guess or did you just think of it just because I fucking said Jack? Because I tell you what, I've been hearing that Pep will let him go. 1+1 tells me Aston Villa. I know it's his old team, but I did say this geezer, Coutinho, has just gone back to Brazil officially. He wants a number 10, and Emil Smith-Rowe doesn't fucking turn him on, as a lot of people thought. Aston Villa might give us bundles of money for Emil Smith-Rowe. I always knew they wouldn't. But I tell you what, exactly, bros. Proper little party boy, ain't it? But you know what, bros? He might need to go on, bros. Imagine him coming to London. He'd be out every night of the fucking week. But then again, yeah, it doesn't matter where you live. When you're rich, you can fucking do anything. I don't know. I know, bros. He is a party boy. But you got to love him, though. And he's got so much talent. And it's not really going to happen for him at Man City. He'll be a bench warmer. And he's better than a bench warmer, bros. Come on, I'm not saying I'm the biggest Jack Grealish fan. I'm saying, but he's better than a bench warmer. And if he gets a manager that trusts him, and I'm just saying, he is a Brummy boy. He was brought up at Aston Villa. I reckon there's no finer place for him to go back and for him to produce the football we're kind of used to from Jack Grealish. And again, It's nothing that he's turned shit. It was that one interview, if you ever remember it, when he kind of did sort of say, at Villa, I was just told to go and play. Here, I'm sort of told to watch this number, watch the number 10, watch this guy, watch the fullback. That is too much for him. As we said, without being disrespectful, he likes to get on it too much, a bit of a party boy. But give him a fucking football at his foot, and guess what? He can do fucking things that other motherfuckers can't do. Ask him to track back a fullback, ask him to play in centre mid and all that. Bubs. Just by the way he talks, you can tell he ain't the most intelligent fucking geezer in the world. Do you know what I mean? That's going to be a bit too much for him. Just like a dog on a lead. Just fucking take the lead away. Yeah? Just unclip him. Unloosen the chains. Let him play on the left wing. Or let him play as a 10. Because I think he's very effective in both roles. Do you know what I mean? He'd probably tell you he'd rather be a number 10. Bit of a free spirit. But Man City, England, etc., we've all seen him on the left-hand side. Jack Grealish is another fucking good player. Anyway, just to the end of the Jack Grealish thing, before people think I fancy the motherfucker, I think he's more than available, and I reckon £45 million cash money would do that. I reckon it's Aston Villa, and I reckon, honestly, that puts Aston Villa firmly on the we want to be a top 4 team next year. Ian Maddison, Onana, yeah, a number 10, possibly a right back. And I think they're good. They have been linked with that guy from Fiorentina. What is it? Michael Coyote. I'm not going to swear by him, but a lot of Premier League teams have been linked with that guy's signature. So, but anyway, guys, I could be back. Uruguay versus Canada. Third, fourth place for Indy Copa America. Tomorrow, England versus Spain, or later on today, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah, tomorrow. It ain't midnight yet. And then 1 a.m. tomorrow is the final of the Copa America. I'll definitely be going live for that one. Definitely. Colombia versus Argentina. One of these days, it's got to be Messi's last game for Argentina, innit? But I reckon he goes to the next World Cup, the little bastard. Hopefully, Ronaldo's going to call it a day soon, international level. He didn't fucking really have the greatest Euros either, with all love and respect to him. There's got to be that time when you progressively just, wind it down, let it go. Just like Pep Guardiola is going to let Jack Grealish go, though, this summer, trust me. Emery's moved fast and he's done some smart deals. I don't know who these two he's picked up from Juventus as part of the Douglas Luiz deal as well. I think one's a winger. He could have come from the Man City Academy. Fuck knows who the other dude is. But knowing Emery, they're probably two decent little players. Which makes you wonder why Juve have let them go. But there you go. I can't give you the answer. Exactly, Rose. As I said, and just don't ask him to do much. Don't play him to ask him to play central midfield. Don't ask him to man mark a geezer. Don't ask him to do a certain few bits. But let him be a free spirit. Let him play on the left wing or a number 10. And I reckon you get a tune out of that geezer. And I reckon, yeah, Emery could get him back into the England squad for the World Cup in a couple of years. But yeah, I reckon his Man City future, though, is done. Exactly. That's all he needs. Just take the lead off. Not too much information. You know what I mean? He doesn't need to track back the fullback. That's the sort of thing you get with Jack Grealish. Arteta would try and do that to him if he comes to Arsenal as well. Where Ange Postecoglou, though, even though I'm saying Emery he should go to anyway, but yeah, where Ange will do the exact same thing. He'll just unleash him, take the lead off him, and let him play. Make sure he's got a strong fullback behind him, because he knows what he'll get with a guy like Jack Grealish. Exactly. And even though that sounds like a luxury player or Ozil, something modern day, a lot of managers ain't having, because I think every club needs one of them. Do you know what I mean? Like a Luis Suarez, every club needs a cunt. A Vieira, a Luis Suarez. Arsenal so lack a cunt right now. Do you know what I mean? As I said, Declan Rice ain't really that ankle biter that people thought he was when he got to Arsenal. That's more Sissedo. That's more Onana. But we need a cunt. He's got to go. And Tottenham, Villa, two good shots, bro. I don't think he's the kind of guy that probably wants to go abroad. Probably will close me down and go Bayern Munich or something and shut me up. But I don't think he's the guy that wants to go abroad. I've heard him say how much he loves London. He actually has publicly said the Emirates is his favourite stadium. I'm not calling him to Arsenal. What I'm saying is, though, Totti or go back home to Villa. And I reckon, yeah, both of them clubs equally could get a fucking tune out of Jack Grealish. Right, DQ, you're a legend. You've kept me here a bit longer than I was even supposed to be here. An hour and 10 minutes down. Guys, I love you all. Please like, please share, please blah, 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 and etc. But yeah, I'll be back possibly for Uruguay in a couple of hours. Canada, definitely tomorrow for the Copa America. Argentina versus fucking, I keep forgetting, Colombia. And tomorrow at 8 p.m. live, man. England, Spain. What can you do? Interesting. I thought there'd be a third and fourth playoff game for the Euros. They've obviously scrapped that shit. But on that note, people, I am out of the building. Shouts out to DJ DQ, Clauser, WB, Linda, UE, Lee, Akers, anyone that's been in the stream today. Shouts out to you. Have a peaceful night. God bless. See you tomorrow, innit? Guys, peace out. Please like, please share. See you tomorrow, y'all.